After a year of uneven and disappointing post-pandemic recovery in 2023, China's consumer sentiment may finally start to improve this year. Last year, the world looked to China's grand reopening as the catalyst that could pull the global economy out of its pandemic slump, but those hopes were proven wrong as the world's second-largest economy struggled to meet its own target of 5% growth for 2023. For an economy that's so heavily reliant on its manufacturing capabilities, market players are now looking toward the services and consumption sectors to propel China's growth in 2024. While a slowdown is somewhat inevitable given China's uneven economic recovery, Goldman Sachs expects services consumption to show more resilience than goods. Goldman predicted that China's gross domestic product could grow 4.8% in 2024, led mostly by a rebound in service activity, which it sees growing at a much faster pace of 9.2% than manufacturing goods, which is expected to grow 6%. The bounce in consumer activity, according to Goldman Sachs, will be led by leisure-related activities that include chain hotel operators, online travel agents and Macao casinos. Stocks expected to benefit the most in the next 12 months include casino operators like H-World and Galaxy, online travel firm like Trip.com and Tongcheng, and airlines like Spring Airlines, the U.S. investment bank said. Online gaming companies including FTG and NetEase, food delivery giant Meituan and tech giant Tencent, are also expected to get a boost. Producer prices in China have been softening due to weakening consumer demand, which have contributed to negative consumer price readings. Recent data showed China's consumer prices fell the fastest in 3 years in November, down 0.5% from a year earlier and compared with October. The country has been grappling with surging local government debt, a beleaguered property sector and waning domestic and international demand. All that contributed to a ratings downgrade from Moody's. In December, the ratings agency slashed its outlook on China's government credit ratings to negative from stable, expecting Beijing's support and possible bailouts for distressed local governments and state-owned enterprises to diminish China's fiscal, economic and institutional strength. Consumer confidence in China has been muted since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020. Even though COVID controls were lifted at the end of 2022, falling demand globally for Chinese goods and a slump in the real estate market have weighed on consumer spending. But experts believe there could be a shift in China's spending patterns, where more consumers are choosing to spend on quality goods rather than higher quantities. The consumer landscape in China is undergoing a remarkable transformation as Chinese buyers increasingly prioritize high-quality goods over mass-produced, cheaper alternatives. Jian Shi Cortesi, Investment Director of China and Asia Equity GAM Investments.